Dear viewers, this is Gillet and you're welcome to Gillet Show. In the show today, we are going to be talking about decision making. What's decision making in the first place? Decision making is simply the process of identifying and choosing alternatives based on the values and the preferences of the decision maker. We have two main kinds of decisions. We have programmed decisions and unprogrammed decisions. Programmed decisions are decisions that we once took them in the past to solve particular problems and it worked. And so if we have future problems of similar nature, we are bound to put them into practice because we are sure of the outcome. While unprogrammed decisions are those that we are to take to solve problems that we have never faced them before. Take for example, you are a manager and you happen to discover that you are losing a lot of clients to your competitors. What are you going to take as a decision? You have a conflict with your spouse. What will you take as a decision? Suddenly you discover that your beautiful daughter is pregnant for some guy. What will you take as a decision? You have several suitors that are looking for your hand in marriage. What are you going to take as a decision? So, whatever be the case, before you take a decision, you need to go through a series of steps and make sure that the decision you are taking is a good one, because a wrong decision is known as a result of its consequences. So, step number one, identify the problem and its causes. If we are talking about the situation of the child that is pregnant, what are the causes that led to this situation? Step number two, gather relevant information from both the internal and the external environment. What are the conditions in the internal environment at home and in the external that led to this problem? Step number three, identify different alternative decisions. Somebody will say, I'll keep the child and I'll send her back to school. Another person will take a decision as, let her go and get married to the person who made her pregnant. Another person will say, let her drop out from school. That is the end of her own career. Those are different alternatives. Step number four, weigh the different alternatives and see if they are going to be of advantage or of disadvantage. Step number five, choose the best alternative. Step number six, put it into practice. And step number seven, try to consider the result and evaluate it to see if actually it can be of advantage to you to solve the need of the problem that you have diagnosed. So I will invite Madam Chawani Stella to tell us more about what the factors that we have to consider when making a decision.
In the hope of enhancing your decision-making process, here are a little bunch of things you have to consider. Number one, ask yourself, what do you really intend to bring out of this decision you're about to take? Number two, seek advice from highly talented people. Number three, ask yourself, what is the motive for? What is the motive behind this decision? Number four, consider the pros and the cons. And number five, ask yourself, the decision I'm about to take, is it going to hurt others? Is it going to hurt me? If it goes through, what do I gain? If it does not go through, what do I lose? So those are some little tips I said as we share with you guys. God bless Gaza Media.
Thank you, Stella. Christy will tell us more about the consequences of making a wrong decision.
Talking about the consequences of making a wrong decision, I would like to cite a few things here, like missing the right discipline in school, getting married to the wrong person, or still getting married for the wrong reason, hiring the wrong workers for your business, giving your project to the wrong contractors, just to name a few. All of these are big decisions that may have serious consequences in the long run, including poor quality of life, emotional pain, unhealthy relationship, stress, ill health, death, poor performance, and even poor quality output. So, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to think wisely so as to avoid mistakes in decision making, because the decisions we make today will have serious consequences in our lives tomorrow. Again, I'm Mrs. Christina Apau.
Thank you, Christy. Dear viewers, you can bear it with me that when taking a decision, we don't have to be in a rush. Thank you for following us in today's program. Stay tuned to our subsequent programs and remain blessed.